A love affair between Naran and the Colonel, and a love triangle between Trin, Tanwa, and Victor. I'm actually in disbelief, but hi, it's Kiara, and let's dive straight into talking about episode 4 of Shine, the series. I was constantly on edge from the moment I started watching this episode. Tanwa having a nightmare about his mom's passing, the official start of the Colonel and Naren's affair, and then Victor falling for Trin and then being jealous with everything concerning Tanwa. We're going to focus on the affair first. These two are meeting in secret, having what seems like the best sex the both of them have ever had. And yes, they show that to us, and I'm going to direct you to go watching it yourself because I cannot show it here. And then they're publicizing it for all their readers. So the whole country now knows that these two have met in private, love each other, it seems, and they were so genuinely happy that it was the first thing to cause me a crap ton of just stress. The second thing to add on to that stress was how happy and close Trin and Tanwa were being, with Victor watching the two of them the whole time like a damn hawk. I didn't say it in episode three's reaction, but I did notice that after Victor and Trin sorted out their issue, it seemed like Victor was starting to like Trin, like genuinely. And this episode confirmed my suspicions. The way he looked at Trin and how angry he got whenever Tanwa would whisk him away. It was so cute, and I genuinely like Victor's character, so it hurts my heart that he's eventually going to end up heartbroken. Next is a scene where I think this was the weirdest thing to happen in the show so far, and that says a lot because Tanwa is the reason why so many things get weird in the show. But they send off John Lennon, who, according to Google, died in 1980, but the story is set between 1969 and 1971. I'm gonna choose to reluctantly ignore that historical error, but this scene was just so odd. Like, the dancing and the chanting and it was just so weird, and the whole time Trin couldn't stop looking at Tanwa, and that causes his friend to give him a little warning about Tanwa and how, Tanwa is not okay. He's a little bit messed up even though he's such a good guy. Worry. Worry, worry, worry. He then thinks it over on the way home after the party and runs into Victor and his friends having a spat with the police. He's able to help them out, but one thing the children say kind of sticks with me, and that's how the only reason that he could help at all was because of his surname. And it, guys, when I say it stuck with me, I mean it stuck with me for days on end. Back to the colonel and his boyfriend, things here are now starting to get concerning, but already just thinking about their whole relationship was concerning. The colonel's wife is lonely, and again, something is brewing between her and Vera. I may be wrong for this, but her husband is having an affair. I honestly think she should just have an affair back. Like, her and Vera will be okay. She will genuinely be more happier than she is with the colonel. It's wrong, I know, but this is a fictional world. All that needs to happen is they need to be on the same playing field. Y'all just don't do this in real life. Colonel actually finds Victor's dad's book, the one that he wrote in the previous episode, and is kind enough to help publish it to the world. But I was really starting to notice that this whole thing was starting to worry the colonel. The fact that him and Naran were literally on opposite sides, even I was starting to get worried. Naran isn't any better because he was starting to feel bad, at least from what I observed. It seems like these two are really beginning to enter the love stage of their relationship, and Naren is also starting to get obsessed with the colonel as well. Like, to the point of me feeling worried about the photos that he keeps taking of the colonel. I mean, it's really sweet. It's a gesture that is beautiful. And I'm genuinely starting to feel love blooming between these two. I just think that it's gonna F them over later, and it feels like all of this is just evidence piling up of their love, and that worries me because it's not going to end in the best way. Naran also seems tired of his girlfriend. We finally get to meet her parents and see the situation on that side through a small dinner they were having, and the family hates Naran. They think he's a failure and a waste of a human being, so he makes the scene and then ends up leaving. Honestly, these two left me feeling super uneasy, and I cannot see that dying anytime soon. Trin and Tanwa's world really doesn't make me feel any better either. Trin was intimating with his superiors about going to the village to ask the people on their opinion of the government building a plant there. And Tanwa, that mother buffer, disrupted the meeting to give him another love note. I said Tanwa is odd, and he really does unsettle me. It's things like this that he does that unsettles me. The trip, though, to the village is approved and they end up going. They also have a conversation with the village heads that ends up making Trin worry about some things, but is again whisked away by Tanwa, who reveals to us his mom unalived herself and his dad ended up covering the whole thing. And in true Shine the Series fashion, the episode ends with a kiss and a skinny dip in the ocean. And I'm saying a kiss, but it was multiple kisses of just them butt naked, running and touching each other. And oh my goodness, actually, the show is so crazy. And at this point, I think I'm really just expecting the episodes to end with either kissing, heavily making out that leads to other stuff, and nakedness. Like that's how I'm expecting everything to end. And now that Tanwa and Trin have officially gotten into their relationship, we're going to see more of that, and Victor is going to suffer because of the show, I swear. But I'll end the video here. Thank you for being with me. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Have a wonderful rest of the day or night, and until next time.